day to you. Thank you for honoring me once again with your presence. I hope you are enjoying these lovely days of fall. As you can see, it's gotten a bit nippy and I've had to put on my winter coat and break out my scarf in order to keep warm. I hope things are a little kinder where you are in the weather department. But I digress. We are not here for discussions of the weather or politics or religion, which are things that should never be discussed in polite society, perhaps behind closed doors at the gentleman's club or in your smoking room, but not in public. What are we going to talk about today? Well, as you can see, we're out and about, and what happens when you're walking in the street? Perhaps you're out on business, you have an appointment to keep. Or perhaps you're about an errand, something you need to pick up before the shops close. Or perhaps you're just out to take the air. Whatever the case, there are certain rules of etiquette you must follow when you are out walking in public. One of which is to, of course, present yourself in a decent manner and don't go out looking shabby or like you just climbed out of bed or something like that. I know my counterpart in your age tells me that people even go to the stores in their pajamas. Can you imagine? How shocking. Oh, what a horror. I can't imagine such a thing. Next you'll be telling me that oh, I don't want to go there. I digress. But let's talk about what things you can do and things you shouldn't do. If you're out walking down the street and you come upon a friend, and it's during business hours especially, it is, of course, the cordial thing to greet him. As I've said before, you can either doff your hat or you can merely touch the brim if it's a good friend. Both are acceptable. But what you should never do is detain him. Don't start a conversation with him. You don't know. He may be on his way to an appointment. And if you detain him, he may be late. And as you know from previous discussions, being late for an appointment is a no-no. You should never be late nor early. So don't detain your friends unless it's of the absolute utmost necessity. If he is walking with another friend and you need to talk to him on an urgent matter, or even to make arrangements to talk to him at a later time, first apologize to his friend that you are interrupting their conversation or their walk in order to accomplish your ends. If you're with a lady and you are walking, never, ever, under any circumstances, leave her alone. If you see a friend you must talk to, take the lady with you. Don't leave her standing there. That is the worst case of bad etiquette that I can think of. If you're on your way to an appointment yourself and a friend stops and detains you for a moment wanting to have a discussion, it is completely acceptable to politely excuse yourself and explain you have an appointment to keep. And you would love to catch up with him at another time. Tell him to drop around your residence at an appointed time if you can think of one. And when you're walking in the street, be aware of what's going on around you. There's nothing worse than embarrassing yourself by stepping off the curb in front of a carriage or a horse, or not paying attention and walking past a dear friend without acknowledging them. So always be aware of your surroundings and what's happening, and never be afraid to politely excuse yourself when it's necessary. Now, if you come across a friend and there is an extremely urgent matter you must talk to them about, first apologize for needing to detain them, and then explain why you need to talk to them. If they are not interested and beg off, then politely excuse yourself and apologize for having interrupted their day. At that point, they may be the one who looks poor and is displaying bad etiquette. But by all means, always remember the other person is important. And 3 little tips to keep in mind. When you're by yourself, mind your thoughts. When you're with your family, mind your temper. And when you're with your friends or out in public, mind your tongue. I hope you found today's lesson, although rather short, to be helpful, and will come back next Friday to learn more of the proper etiquette and manners of a Victorian gentleman. I do enjoy these times we have each Friday. It is a delight to be with you. I only wish that we could spend more time together. So until then, next Friday, I hope, I bid you adieu.